In this video, we'll see about the only if statements, that is our next control statements which is left. Okay, so now if I talk about the syntax of only if, we have a if, then we have some condition inside it, then parenthesis closed, and the true statements inside it that are supposed to be executed when this condition is true. If you want to put multiple statements in this if, we can simply use curly braces over here. Okay, so if we can say, if we talk about the flowchart, then we have the flowchart somewhat like this. Just a second. Yes, so this is the overall flowchart for this if condition. So here is the condition, that is this condition present inside if. So we can say this diagonal block as the if block. So if this condition is true, that means these statements will be executed. These are the statements which will be executed. And if this condition is false, then the statements will be skipped and it will directly be stopped. Okay, this is the stop point and this is the start point. Okay, so this is the basic flowchart. Now we'll make a program of finding the max of 4 numbers using only if. Okay, so you can see here we did max of 4 using the ternary operator. Now we'll make a new file and the class name will be max only if. Save this. Okay, now we'll have the main function, public static void main, and string type argument inside it. Okay, now as we need to find the max of 4 numbers, I'll take 4 numbers. A is something 7, B is 15, B is 15, C is 13, and let me take in B 4. Okay, now one more variable, that is max variable for storing the result. Okay, so now first of all we'll store in max one variable, any variable of your choice. You can also store B if you want, but then the further steps will change, so I store in max A. Okay, so now when I have stored in max A, now we'll check if B is greater than max. So we'll keep on updating the value of max. So if B is greater than max, then the new value of max is B. And if C is greater than max, then the next updated value of max is C. And if D is greater than max, so the next updated value of max will be D. Okay, so this is a simple program. Now we'll print the result stored in max variable, that is system.out.println and the max variable. Okay, I'll save this and we'll run it. That is the Java C command file, and the file name is max only if.java. The run command is Java and the class name is max only if. Okay, so we got the output as 15, as 15 is the maximum number. So if we talk about the logic behind this program, so just suppose we are having 3 blocks, A, B, C and D. I also name them A, B, C and D. Okay, so now we are having a max variable also. So if we talk about the max variable, first of all, in this line, we have stored in max the value of a. So as we have taken in a 7, 15, 13 and 4. 15, 13, this is a little bit smaller. I'll write it down, it's okay. 7, 15, 13 and this one is 4. Okay, so we'll store in max a. So in max, currently we have 7. Now we'll check if b is greater than max or not. Yes, 15 is greater than 7, so we'll update max and replace 7 with 15. Okay, as you can see over here, we have updated the value of max. Now we'll check if c is greater than max. We can see in c we are having 13 and 13 is not greater than 15. So this line of code will not be executed. Now if we talk about d is greater than max or not, we can clearly see that 4 is not at all greater than 15. So the value of max will not be updated here also. And so we'll print the value in max, that is 15, and so our output displayed. Okay, now one more thing which I would like to tell you is the difference between the nested ternary operator and if else. Okay, so just a second, I'll open OneNote. Yeah, so here we'll talk about the difference between the ternary operator, that is this one, and if else. Okay, so we are having two things here. This is the ternary operator, that is a question if condition, then some true part, then this is the else part. This is for the ternary operator. And if I talk about the if else part, okay, so if we talk about both of them, then if we talk about ternary operator, you can see why we call it ternary. You can clearly see we're having three things over here. First is the condition, second is the true statement, and third is the else part. As we are having three things over here, that's why it is called as ternary. Okay, so in this case, the else is compulsory. That means we cannot write it like this. We can just write some condition, then a question mark, then the true statement. This is not the correct way. Or also if I end with this, and then if we end it with a semicolon, then this is not the correct way. Here the else part is necessary because this is a ternary operator, so three things are required. But if we talk about the if else part, then here else is not compulsory, so else is optional. That means we can also remove this else part. So if I remove the else part, here we get the only if statements which we did here, that is only if, as this if is not having its else part. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the ternary operator and the else and the if else. So that's it for this video. In the next video we'll take one more example of the if else to sort numbers in ascending order. Thank you.